and I can open it and look at the chat.
I want to say the funny line. Hi, kids. Welcome to Veggie. I'm Weston.
I'm K. Yeah.
K.
And I'm Larry the Tomato.
We are others. We are the rejected groupers.
Okay, so, can you guys mute for just a second?
On it.
Or actually, you know what? I'll deafen. So, hello, fellows. Okay. Hello, fellows. My name is Nintendoed. I am part of Alter Gaming YT. And in this call, we have a crap ton of people from the Microwave Society Discord server, including BKAce, and a couple members of my server that are gonna be huge in videos. So, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna undeafen now.
Who unmuted it? It's sort of like there was an airplane in the background.
You want some free V-Bucks, kid?
Free V-Bucks?
Free V-Bucks? I love free V-Bucks.
Wait a
there.
minute, hold on. Just a second.
What we holding up for?
I need to get the chat working.
Okay,
Oh,
so
just
before we
alrighty.
start, I just want to tell the people in chat I am gonna be role-playing as my OC, Veggietales OC named Bean. He is a bean.
Stop.
Bean.
Stop.
What kind of
No
bean?
bean. No bean.
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 Garbanzo bean?
Yes, Bean.
Garbanzo
No,
bean.
wait. Beano.
Pino.
No bean.
No.
Bianos.
Yes.
Wait. Silence. Tell me what soda this is based off of the sound. Dang it, did that work? No? Okay, never mind. Ignore that.
I heard air blowing.
That was the point. I was opening the soda
Yeah.
bottle and I wanted people to see if they could tell what soda it was.
I think it's Pepsi.
Alright, hey,
It's an original Coke, yeah.
hey,
Coca-Cola.
guys, tell me real quick.
Coke.
Uh, Water Scout, do you have the stream popped up? So you can moderate?
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
thank you.
Alrighty.
So, today we are going to be ranking Veggietales. Hopefully I don't drop all these.
No worries.
If you're watching the stream, you know what this is. Whoa, Jesus.
It
Okay.
automatically goes to an emoji when I try and do a happy face. I'm sad.
You need to
You
change the
can
Discord
undo.
setting for that. So, the stuff that we have are, where is God when I'm scared? God wants me to forgive them. Are you my neighbor?
Vinny, you.
Who has the?
Yo. Who's
Okay,
who's mowing the
I-
lawn?
Hey,
Who's mowing
I
the
muted
lawn?
Vinny. Okay, this is gonna be.
Not working.
I'm sorry, this
Bruh,
is gonna be
someone's mowing their
extremely
lawn.
chaotic. There's
Vinny,
12
mute.
people in this
Just
call.
mute, Vinny.
I muted him.
He's like at an airport.
He's flying
Hey,
by
hey
planes.
guys! You know what
Can
I?
everyone mute?
Guys, yes, everyone mute.
Unintended talk.
Sweet.
Keep yourself muted unless someone has over speaker.
Vinny, mute.
Really mute.
I
Bruh.
muted him so he won't be able to talk.
Alright, he muted.
Thank you.
Okay. Please keep yourself muted unless you have something to say. So, we have Where's God When I'm Scared? God Wants Me to Forgive Them. Are You My Neighbor? Rack Shack and Benny. Dave and the Giant Pickle. Toy That Saved Christmas. Fib from Outer Space. Josh and the Big Wall. Madam Blueberry. Rumorweed. King George and the Ducky. Esther. Lyle the Kindly Viking. The Ultimate Silly Song Countdown. Jonah. Star of Christmas, Wonderful World of Autotainment, Ballad of Little Joe, The Easter Carol, A Snoodle's Tale, Sumo of the Opera, Don't Scream, BK, Duke and the Great Pie War, Minnesota Cuke 1, Lord of the Beans, Sherlock Holmes, Larry Boy Bad Apple, Gideon Tuba Warrior, Mo and the Big Exit, Wonderful Wizard of Oz, Big River Rescue, The Pirates Movie and Pirates Sing Along. I have other ones, but I couldn't watch them in time to do the list.
Can we start with something easy? Ultimate silly song countdown. That's pretty easy.
We're
Can you also
gonna-
share your screen on Discord?
Oh
I think
shoot!
we're
Right.
going by release date order.
Hold up. Let me
Huh.
get this.
I think
out
we're going
of
by
the way.
release date order.
I think we're
SMA.
going
Yeah,
by
we're
release
pulled up on my
date.
phone.
Yeah, that feels good. go by release.
We are going by release date order.
Alrighty, that's easy enough.
All right.
SMH, me being in the thumbnail but not even having camera, SMH my head.
Way to go. Oh, there we are. Now stream is available.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay, so are we ranking it most recent to the
Very-
first one?
No,
or first
oldest
one?
to newest, I think.
It's ranked
Okay,
from
okay.
the first one to the latest one. I cut it off at
Okay.
Big River Rescue, which is the last one that they used the standard logo.
All right,
That's
cool.
fair. That's fair.
The one immediately after that was Abe and the, or technically it was Pirates, but then after that it was
Right.
Abe and the Amazing Promise. I don't have that. And then it was Minnesota Cuke 2, but I just keeping things
Cube
simple.
2 was decent, but
I'm not
we
covering
don't need
that.
to discuss that one. Yeah, it's all good. Alrighty, we're
Alright.
starting from the beginning.
Yes, we're starting with
Alrighty.
Where's God
Alright.
When I'm Scared. For an overview of people that do not know what this is the first VeggieTales. It has the stories Tales from the Crisper and Daniel in the Lion's Den.
Alrighty, let's start this off easy. This is a C tier. For being made by 4 people in the back room of a comic book shop in Illinois in 1993, it's alright.
I feel
Yeah,
like that was even
I
more
actually
impressive
already
than
ranked them based off a few points, being
Alrighty.
animation,
Yeah.
plot.
Where's God When I'm
Humor.
Scared is a classic.
Hey, I ranked them based on, or I gave them a rank based on animation, plot, humor, silly song, message, biblical accuracy, if applicable, and music.
Those are pretty fair, although I feel like you could take humor and plot and just say writing.
Yeah,
You know,
well,
they're
the
just-
humor and the plot are they're different.
That's fair enough, but that's how I'd rank them, but not a big deal. Anyway,
Person-
Anyway, I haven't placed them above others. I gave them a 1 to 10 scale.
I
Where's
see.
God When I'm Scared? It honestly shows its age.
yeah.
It's animation.
I have not seen it.
Yeah.
The thing with the first one is
Geezer
that
of VeggieTales.
a lot of stuff that would come to be staples wasn't really well set in the first one. Like, the voice of Larry for the first 2 episodes was kind of low and dopey. But for up
Kinda
until
low
Rumor
and
Weed,
dopey.
yeah, and up until Rumor Weed,
yeah.
Larry had a lisp.
Oh,
So Larry's voice is
I
kind
know.
of different, and the pitching for Bob
Larry
and
the cucumber.
Kirsten's are also kind of annoying. Like, it's not nearly as well balanced or
Yeah.
whatnot as it is. The writing is still kind of funny in some places, though.
I feel like
Yeah.
maybe we should bump like we have to give it praise for it being the first VeggieTales and like kind of making the start for
Although it
everything
is-
else.
That is true. That is a
Yeah,
fair point.
so,
What I will say is Tales from the Crisper
yeah,
is not very good.
yeah,
but
so I'm going to...
Daniel and the Lion's Den, way
Hey,
better.
Yeah,
yeah, that's
Yeah, you
true.
know what?
That's true.
Like,
I
what
do
I gotta
agree with
say,
that.
I mean, where's God when I'm scared? The thing is, yeah, the very first episode was that was fire.
Hey,
No,
You're cutting
guys.
out.
Tales of the Christmas, like,
Guys.
that was kind of a more darker thing. It's darker than what most VeggieTales is, but I have to say, the first ever silly song was fire.
Silly song.
Everybody's
Yeah,
got a water buffalo.
Hey, guys, can you shut? So, here's what I detailed for Where's God When I'm Scared. I gave the animation of 4, it has not aged well. I gave the plot of Tales from the Crisper a 4. I gave the plot of Daniel in the Lion's Den an 8. Overall, I gave the humor a 4. I gave the silly song a 7. And I gave biblical accuracy for Daniel an 8. And the music's a 7.
I feel like the music for Daniel and the Lion's Den is a lot better than the music present in Tales from the Crisper.
Well,
can I address the chat for a minute?
The God loves... the God's bigger than Boogeyman that... I'm not ranking each part, I'm ranking the thing as a whole. If it was
Episode
just
is
Daniel, it would have been an 8 or a 9 for music.
Yes, I agree. That's what I'm
What up,
saying.
Nintendo?
I'll say.
I think Daniel saves it from being in like a tier that's bad, but at the same time, it has not aged very well due to it being very low production with people who had little to no experience, aside from some puppeteering at a Bible college.
Was this made before or after the first Toy Story movie?
Toy Story
Before.
1 was 1995.
Okay.
Tales from the Crisper was 1993.
Hey, guys. Fun fact. Where's God When I'm Scared was made within 1 week of the original Doom.
Oh, nice.
Really?
Yeah, it was.
Also, can I address chat for a minute?
You know, something
Alright.
I do want to say.
So I'm a moderator for the chat, and I'm seeing that one person in particular, I'm not gonna say any names,
I see
is
that. I see that.
being
I see
quite
that.
rude. I would like to politely ask them to stop.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. I saw. I have the thing popped up. Anyway, so overall, I'd give Where's God When I'm Scared. I think
I would say C.
C.
sounds
Yeah,
fair.
that sounds about right.
Hey, I have one random Easter egg I would like to share about this video. This was being rushed because they placed a bunch of ads saying it would come out in December of 1993. You know, it was a Christmas release.
Oh.
So while they were rendering the second half of the episode, there was an error at the end of the News for King Darius song where, as the lighting was turning red, a bunch of the background just sort of flickered with a bunch of yellow glitchiness. They couldn't get it to go away, so they decided, screw it, we're going to put a thunder sound effect over it. And that's how the thunderclap at the end of that song became a thing, because they couldn't figure out how to fix a rendering glitch in time for the release of the episode.
Really? That's how.
Yes.
That's great.
That's the thing I would like to say. Even though they did not know what they were doing at all for the first episode, they were ingenious. They were very clever.
Honestly,
Alright, guys, we need to move on.
Yeah, we do.
It's a
Yeah.
good pilot,
So-
but moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm gonna put myself in Do Not Disturb. Okay.
There
So,
you go.
Wants me to forgive them.
All right,
Another
yeah.
classic.
God wants me to forgive them. Okay. So, after watching this one,
I mean, the Grapes of Wrath was honestly the best story in that episode.
well, so, here's what I gave it, before we start going into detail. Animation's a 3. I think it looks noticeably worse than, Where's God?
That is fair.
Very
Plot, I actually gave Larry's Lagoon a better plot score, like a 3 and a 5.
Well, Larry's Lagoon was the first parody they ever tackled, so I feel like it relied pretty hard on the source material. So that's not to say it was bad, more so they were trying to figure out how they wanted to do current media parody.
And I think they were also trying to.
And
I just wanted to say, I think they were also trying to play it a little safe.
Well, I mean, yeah, they were trying
hey.
to start a franchise, so I
hey,
guess.
just so you know, the communist Larry.
Russian Larry.
I'm sorry, what now?
Russian Larry. Icebreaker Larry.
Icebreaker pirate.
Did you say what I think you said?
Yes,
Oh, they
I
100%
did say
said what
that.
you think they said.
Communist
So-
Larry.
Humor.
Communist
Okay.
We can't.
Yeah.
Moving on. Humor's a 4. I gave the technical silly song, the Forgive-O-Matic, a 6. Because it actually had some pretty funny moments in it.
It's a good bit. It's a
Yeah.
good bit.
I just want to say,
It's good.
think
that
it is.
one bit about the movie star and the other girl canceling, that was pretty good, wasn't it?
That's funny.
Oh, Larry's Lagoon?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
I'm more so like the professor, where it's like, hey, I built a helicopter out of bamboo and coconuts, and that's how they escape.
And then Larry just talked about bamboo for the
I
rest of the
forgot
episode.
about that. Thank you for letting me know about
That's
that.
a good bit. And then there's like
Yeah.
Larry standing on the boat, literally just blowing air into the sails to
Bamboo,
to
bamboo,
get
bamboo.
away from shore.
And then
Bamboo,
he goes
bamboo,
to his
bamboo.
belly to the microphone.
I forgot about bamboo.
Anyway, so, moving on, the music, I gave it a 5. It only really has one memorable track. And the thing is about Grapes of Wrath, I have pretty big problems with it. So,
Don't you mean the
basically...
grapes of math?
I
So,
love the pun at the end.
yes. So the thing is about Grapes of Wrath, it basically is like, okay, there's the problem, but the narrator is telling everyone to stop. It just doesn't flow well at all. I don't like it.
It had too much meta narrative going on with like Bob and Larry interacting with the story. I found it more funny than it was actually narratively functional.
They were
And I
focusing
mean-
on the comedy
guys,
more than it being an actual functional song.
Anyway,
I feel
so I'm going
First
to...
Being
Hey,
broken was played out too much.
Guys, I have something to say about Grapes of Wrath. The laugh audio for Paul Grape's children.
It loops a lot.
Oh
It
my
is funny.
god.
Oh, yeah, it does.
Yeah,
And them
so...
being called the Grapes of Math based on their single daughter.
He's not even that smart.
Hey guys, how about giving this a D? Or
A D would probably be good. It's not.
maybe an E?
I'd say a D.
Yeah.
I want to say
I'm just-
that all the way back to junior.
I say it's
oh.
a D tier. Talking palm tree saved it from being an E. Talking palm tree.
The talking
Wait,
palm
what?
tree is
The
actually
talking
good.
palm tree
I
spelled
love palm
forced.
trees. Palmy is great.
Here's-
talking.
Oh, can I speak? Can I speak?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
What saved it from being an E for me was two things. One, it was the second one they ever did, and the other
Yeah.
is that Larry's Lagoon.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So
Those are the two things personally that saved it.
Alrighty.
anyway,
Up next
moving
is-
on.
Yeah.
Are you my
one thing I-
neighbor?
Okay.
Playing
I was gonna say that
I
with,
kind of remember this one. Wasn't there something
So-
about space, something like that?
Yeah, the two stories are the story of Flibberoloo and the Gourds Must Be Crazy, which is a parody on Star Trek.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's the first introduction of.
Alright, so just right off the bat, I Can Be Your Friend, absolute fire.
The
Yes!
thing about I Can,
Classic.
the thing
That-
about I Can
I
Be
gave
Your
the-
Friend is
No,
the
you
one
know the part.
specific shot
Uh,
of Jimmy and Jerry
wait,
dancing is
hold on.
like,
First, I
the
didn't
best-
know Game Boy joined the call, and let him speak.
alright.
The best part about this one, you all may not remember, was the hairbrush song.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
believe I
that
gave
where it came
that
from?
silly song
Yeah.
a 9.
Oh,
That's
that's
fair.
a fire
Who
silly
actually
song.
sing that song, or at least just part of it.
Yes.
No.
That,
Oh,
Amazing.
wow, wow, wow.
I think
Speaking of
the
hairbrushes,
silly
that's
song
fine.
is the best part of the message was pretty good. So, let's actually
I wanna
overview.
say
I gave-
Lou as an early on sort of Dr. Seussian parody story was
There were
pretty
only-
good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Also,
it's-
Yeah.
It's overshadowed by the vastly superior Snoodles Tale, but we will get there when we get there.
Yeah, Snoodle's Tale
Oh yeah,
is
the
on
Snoodles
this.
tail.
Ew.
Anyway,
Yeah,
Tale
we'll
is
get
not
there.
fun.
guys,
Oh,
what I gave all the categories, I gave the animation a 6. I gave the plot for Flibberoloo a 5 and Gourds Must Be Crazy a 7. I gave the humor a 6. I gave the silly song a 9. I gave the message an 8. I gave the biblical accuracy for Flibberoloo being the Great Samaritan a 7. And I gave the music overall actually, I think that should be a 7. I had it as
It was
6.
called The Good Samaritan.
Yeah. So overall,
Oh, yeah.
this
It's probably
A tier?
B.
B
I say
territory.
it sits in B because of the hairbrush song.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Yeah.
everything
Yeah, the
else
hairbrush
would have
song
been
is
a
pretty
C,
good.
but the hairbrush
It
song
does have
brings it
the
up.
best bit of animation so far, which is "I Can Be Your Friend." Somehow they
I
made
was
those things-
legitimately impressed when I was rewatching this. Like,
Yeah, like-
it
like-
looks great.
like
Right.
that song. That song has like unnaturally smooth and well done animation on the Gourds
I
dancing.
thought
You
it
look at it and
was.
it's like, how did they make this look so natural?
I thought it was off-putting by how good it looked compared to the rest of the episode, which is why I rated the animation a little
Fair,
lower.
but it still sort of goes to show like how much their craft evolved by the time they got to like say Madame Blueberry and whatnot.
They introduced Scooter the Scottish Carrot.
Oh, Scooter's fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's fun. Anyway,
Yeah.
we-
I can't give me a ticket to Nineveh.
hey guys, we need to move on.
Doesn't matter when the popcorn kernel is hurtling at you at 200 miles an hour.
Scooter the Scottish Carrot, also featured in the far superior Snoodles Tale.
Exactly.
Okay, guys, we need to
Let's
move
move
on.
on.
So, Rack, Shack, and Benny. I don't have a dedicated DVD for this, but this compilation, Heroes of the Bible, has Rack, Shack, and Benny in it.
You have
Uh,
Heroes of the Bible, my man. That's a
I
good
mean-
compilation right there.
Oh,
I mean,
guys,
I
Okay.
enjoyed this one. It's a
I-
pretty decent. What?
I've heard that Rack Shack and Benny has actually scared a bunch of children.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
I
It has
Yeah.
the bunny
Scared
song.
me as a child.
But-
It
but I
has
mean-
the bunny song, and it also has
Okay.
it has George.
We
But I
It is
mean-
George
we-
and the bunny
George,
song.
yes.
But
Okay,
I mean, the
guys.
the bunny song is great.
Bunny song.
Yeah.
The
I,
best.
so I'm going to run down the scores. Rack, Shack, and
Uh.
Benny overall has better animation, but as its latest incarnation, apparently Game Boy 64 is pretty close to the first mass market pressing VHS of it doesn't have this animation glitch, but there were some parts of it that were running at half the frame rate on most releases.
That was on pretty much every release, from what I know. Is that the
think
original
Game Boy
cut
has
had
the
more
exception.
scenes that ran on 2s.
Rack Shack and Benny introduced 3 characters that reoccur multiple times later in the VeggieTales universe. It introduced Mr. Nezer, Mr. Lunt, and Laura Carrot. All 3 of
Also
them.
George.
Yeah, but
Can't forget
is not
George.
necessarily a reoccurring character throughout
I
the
just
entire
love George. I miss him. I miss George.
Hey,
and he is a recurring character. He appeared in Toy That Saved Christmas.
We
Hey,
stand
Game Boy.
George.
We stand George.
Hey, guys. Game Boy. I want to confirm something. Does your VHS tape have the animation glitch where sometimes it runs at half the frame rate?
I've never noticed it.
It is at the last shot. It is a large pan out at the end of the opening song.
Well, it's
where
when
Laura
there's
Carrot is
the...
flying the little hover ship around. It is run on 2s, and I've listened to like the director's commentary on all these VeggieTales episodes, at least the early ones. That was done intentionally because they were on a deadline.
I believe I know what you're
But
talking about now that you described it at the ending of the opening.
I have no idea. I never paid that close of attention.
I noticed it when I was younger, but I thought it was just like a stylistic thing. No, it's just because they ran out of time.
Wait,
I mean-
hold on. Is this on the VHS or are you talking the DVDs? Or
It's
is
the original VHS release.
So guys, quiet down. So there's 3 main incarnations of the tape. There's the very original Word Entertainment release, which had a different bunny song with lyrics that that a lot of parents felt uncomfortable their kids singing. It was having lines of I won't go to church because it's for sissies. I won't follow my mom or dad.
Church, I won't go to school.
That stuff is for
that stuff
fun
is
and cool.
The more
Yes.
recent versions, those lines have been replaced with. I
Yeah,
won't eat no
there
meat
was
and I won't-
that original Word release.
So that'd be cannibalism.
The word release says, "I won't eat no beans and I won't eat tofu."
No. That's your lyric.
Oh, that's the new one.
No. I've already showed you this.
No, you showed me the lyric. The file that you
No,
sent
I-
me is
no, I
labeled
didn't.
lyric.
No, I didn't.
What?
The bunny. Yeah.
Okay, okay. We need to move on. We need to move on. So
I know the fact about
One more thing. Did you know that Phil Vischer himself said that Mr. Nezer's voice is actually based off the Oogie Boogie Man from Nightmare Before Christmas?
Yep.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It does make a lot of sense. I'm not
That
gonna
makes
lie.
way too much sense now.
guys, this is taking
Hey.
a lot more
Hey, there
time
you
than
go.
Yeah.
There you
Let's
go.
put Rack Shack Benny and it's here and move on.
Okay, so I never actually gave the rundown of scores. Rack Shack and Benny, animation a 6, plot an 8, humor a 7, silly song being Endangered Love a 7.
No. Endangered Love was King George. This one was
Yeah.
Danny.
Oh shoot, never mind. I forgot.
King George.
King George was Endangered Love. What was the one called?
This is Dance of the Cucumber.
Dance of the Cucumber. That's Rack Shack.
That's a good one.
I gave that one a 7. Most silly songs are solid.
But there you go. It's in. Just check. I sent an image of the tape I have.
Just put in the Meat Locker, the MWS silly song tier list, and just go off of that
send
for
it?
the silly song ranking.
No, I gave it my personal opinions, and they only ranked a few silly songs. I actually ranked all of them. Biblical accuracy a 7, music an 8. The bunny song was revised a few times. I'm gonna give Rack Shack and Benny an A or an S.
S. Yeah, S. Probably S at this point.
I haven't watched very much of the VeggieTales ones, and I didn't watch this one.
The VeggieTales.
So I have no opinion.
I might bump it back up to S later. Anyway,
You know what? That's
Hey,
fair.
Nintendo, you can kind of make Rack Shack and Benny a little bit darker now because you can imagine them as Amazon workers.
Granted, they are also children who are not allowed to go home. They're like slave workers.
Wait, what?
Working them like slaves.
Okay.
They dismissed the French peas being sick because they still have to work.
Oh yeah,
Excuse me, sir, but I've got an injury.
On their head.
You want to know
Yeah.
something crazy?
What a good injury.
Anyway,
one of them got
wanna-
crushed,
hey,
and he's just like,
listen.
keep working.
Can I give you guys a random fact about this VHS tape?
Okay.
Okay. It's after the beginning song, George says that the Chocolate Bunny Factory creates 14,638 bunnies a day.
Hey,
If
it
you
is
assume that
Amazon.
If you do the math, that means that every day it would be making 2 bunnies a second. That is the exact rate you see the bunnies being made in the video.
Oh, gracious.
Anyway.
They actually did the math so that the bunny production was scientifically
Hey,
accurate.
hey guys, we need to move on. We need to move on.
Yes.
Breakthrough because they don't have.
Yeah, let's move on.
They do not have
All right,
hands, so that's
Dave and the Giant Pickle.
Ooh,
David the Giant
classic.
The best thing in David
Absolute
the Pickle,
classic, and if
has
anyone
to be-
disagrees, they shall die.
David the Giant Pickle, best thing has to be the background music in Goliath's fight scene. When Goliath was
Agreed.
The background music in that
Oh,
fight scene is fire.
Kurt Heineke went
The
off
fact he
on
has
that
boxing
video.
gloves.
Why do I have your volume turned
Personally, I
down?
never
Go
watched
turn
this
up,
film.
BK. Anyway,
Personally, I
so
never watched.
Oh wait, is this one where Junior fights Goliath?
yes, it is.
That one.
So
Okay, I
I'm
have early memories of this one. Yeah, this one is pretty good.
Probably B tier.
What?
Maybe A.
Hey, guys, I'm gonna give you the rundown of my scores real quick. Animation,
Number?
I gave Dave and the Giant Pickle a 6. I gave the plot a 7. For some reason, the humor's missing. I'll give it a 6.
The humor
Nothing
was
really,
alright.
nothing
There's
really
one
stood
person,
out.
Like,
I
know,
mean-
if I didn't know better, I'd say that looks like Dave. Huh?
I mean, the humor is pretty much the falling sheep because sheep falling, beep beep.
Yeah.
That is kind of funny.
Oh yeah.
Sheep is saying,
Anyway,
Okay.
silly
I'd like
guys.
to bring to attention how Junior flings the stone at Goliath. He uses his head.
You know something? I love how in that scene, everyone watching is just like,
You guys know who the company Aardman is?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah, they're the Wallace and Gromit people. Apparently Big Idea and Aardman had like some people crossover, which is why they both had sheep and penguins appearing in their skits around the same time.
Interesting.
What the heck?
Well, I mean,
I've
the
never
Red
heard of
Trousers
that.
had an evil penguin, and then the Toy That Saved Christmas had a bunch of evil penguins, and then VeggieTales had a bunch of sheep
not
in
necessarily evil
Right.
penguins,
in-
but
Dave and the Giant Pickle, and then A Close Shave had a bunch of sheep in it.
Wallace and Gromit was good. I remember Wallace and Gromit with a passion. It's amazing.
Hey guys, we need to be on topic. So, Dave and
Yeah.
the Giant Pickle, I just gave the humor a 6. Nothing really stood out to me. Silly song is 7, message is 7, biblical accuracy is 7, and music a 6. Because only really the one background thing stood out.
yeah.
So
fair.
I'm
Silly song again.
probably going to give Dave and the Giant Pickle
Probably like a beer. Make it a beer.
I'd say B.
yeah.
What was the
Yeah,
silly
B is
song
pretty
again?
good.
What was the
Alright.
silly song? I
Anyway.
I do remember a flying sheep.
Oh yeah, Dave.
Anyway.
Larry Boy in that episode too.
The toy that saved Christmas.
A tier. A tier. That is a hard A tier.
Okay.
I've seen
Yeah,
two different
I-
versions of this. I've seen
There
two
is
different
the earlier version, yes.
Okay,
It
so
never really stood out to me.
yes, good on you, Game Boy, for deafening.
I have a better name for King of the Hill, Man of Mound.
That's
I mean,
pretty
yeah.
good.
Welcome to the Man of Mound.
Hey, we need to stay on topic. So,
Dang it, John.
about Toy That Saved Christmas, my rundown was I gave animation a 7. I gave plot an 8. I gave... Oh, and by the way, this is based on the latest version of Toy That Saved Christmas.
Right.
I know that there are
okay.
some reanimation stuff that went on in the 98 Christmas special.
I believe it was the 98
I'm
release.
judging that one. Animation is 7, plot an 8, humor is 7, silly song 4, message an 8, there's no biblical accuracy, and music a 6. And I have in my notes, arms.
Well, yeah.
Arms.
Yeah, Big Idea was the greatest on animating limbs. We know that from 321 Penguins.
True.
It isn't
Yeah.
really impacting my opinion. It was just the first one to have arms, and that's why everything
Granted-
was so rushed.
Yeah, I really liked the penguins. They were great in this one. I don't know, they were just funny to me.
Yeah,
I do remember the 321 Penguins. It's really good. I remember that. I liked it.
I did as well.
It gave me massive Club Penguin vibes.
It is fair.
Oh gosh.
Anyway,
Oh yeah.
so I'm going to give Toy That Saved Christmas an A.
I would say it's A.
Yeah, I agree.
The thing I like about this one is that it has, like, several Disney properties have for some reason decided to try and rip off this one short. I don't know why, but Toy Story 2 did a bunch of toys in a box thing, and apparently the Little Mermaid sequel had a bunch of penguins holding a big fat guy off the edge of a cliff.
Weston,
No.
I can tell you the reason for that. I can tell you the reason for that. It's because Big Idea had more toys than them.
You know
Yeah,
what?
exactly.
You know what I just
Guys.
remembered? I don't think
Yeah.
we mentioned this. Dave and the
Mouse
Giant Pickle had "I Love My Lips."
Yeah, I
Yeah.
gave the
Yeah.
I gave the
Philip Bean.
silly song for that
That song is good.
a 7.
That's
Yeah, I
good.
gave that one a
That's good
s-
song.
It's good.
But
I'm
Guys.
sorry, but
Nobody
nothing
gets
will
hurt.
ever be,
Oh, that's-
where's my hairbrush?
Another thing that we forgot to mention in Dave and the Giant Pickle was when Larry Boy.
Yep, that was the debut of Larry Boy.
And
Mhm.
speaking of Larry Boy, I already gave Okay. Fib from Outer Space.
Outer
Wait,
Space.
there's one more thing to say about.
Okay, Fifth from Outer Space is really good. Let's
Okay.
see.
Guys, I'm
It was,
going...
it was me, Nintendo, and Cheese that did the review.
Anyway, guys, shut. So, me, Waterman, otherwise known as Ocean Man.
Man Ocean.
Man Ocean. And the official Cheese Man, we got together over a Discord call and we basically did a Microwave Society thing on Fib from Outer Space a few months ago.
Ooh, I see.
So we all have
It is
opinions
good to
on
come
this.
Oof.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we all have opinions. It was very good.
I see.
Yeah, it's one of the best.
You know,
And I think
Sucking on Larry Boy.
Scared me as a little kid.
I'd like to bring to attention how similar Larry Boy's story is to Batman's.
That's the point.
Yeah,
I know.
Kind of a
Yeah, it's supposed to be a ripoff of Batman.
It's
Anyway,
a Tim Burton
so-
Batman parody.
Okay, I'm going to give the rundown. I gave the animation a 7, plot a 9, humor an 8. It doesn't have a silly song unless you talk about the original Larry Boy theme, but it's recycled later on. Message an 8, biblical accuracy none, music an 8.
Which one was this?
Fib from Outer Space.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay.
I'd say
Let's
it's,
just mention.
I'm gonna give Fib an S tier.
yeah, it's S.
I feel like it's S
'Cause
tier.
it's the first Larry Boy
That isn't
video, and I remember Larry Boy.
This episode is the biggest increase in quality from one video to the next. This one is by far the largest jump from like.
Guys, may I please speak?
BK, I know that a lot of people were scared of both of the Larry Boys when they were kids.
Sorry.
What was that one?
Really?
You mean
It's hard to know
you're not talking about all three of them?
I just couldn't know that.
Well,
Oh, yeah,
I haven't
they're-
heard very many people be scared of Bad Apple. Let BK talk.
Yeah.
I remember Bad Apple.
Okay, shut.
TK talk.
Yeah. You know, Yeah, it did actually scare me as a child. I refused to watch it until a long while after being a VeggieTales fan, and it never necessarily stood out to me. So I would have personally bumped it down a bit, but we're doing a group discussion, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm comparing it to the other VeggieTales, and I've seen all of these. So
Nintendo? I have as well.
Yeah.
I've seen all well.
What
I want to say
There's
that
single VeggieTales of the OG type that are out there.
Hey guys, let Game Boy talk.
I was gonna say, I'm looking at the ones that you have lined up. Where's the end of silliness? Or is that when? Or
So about that. First, I don't have either of the original sing-alongs there because I've never seen them.
Oh,
really?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it's because they're all mashups.
You can find it's not necessarily a
I
mashup.
have-
There are genuine
Well, yeah.
original stories
Yeah.
tying them together.
Yeah,
What
but
was
it's-
the silliness?
Well, if you see on the list, I put in Ultimate Silly Song Countdown and the Pirate Sing-Along. As
Yeah,
well
the
as
ultimate
Autotainment.
sing-along is kind of like the end of silliness in that it's an overarching story
Which
that also plays
which one had his cheeseburger?
That was Madame Blueberry.
That was, the end of silliness.
No, that was Madame Blueberry and End of Silliness, apparently.
Yes.
So, moving on. Josh and the Big Wall.
One thing. And we put autotainment in Weed Eater because it's unexpected.
In the future, humor will be randomly
Shut up!
generated.
We aren't talking about that yet.
I know.
Josh and the Big Wall.
It
So-
invented the French peas, and they were probably
Wrong.
the best part of the
Wrong,
episode.
wrong.
No, as in the
Dave?
current rendition of the French peas.
Rack Shack and Benny had French peas.
I guess he's more meaning in their comical sense.
Well, the original,
Yeah.
the first appearance of them as characters at all was,
Rack Shack and
what is
Benny.
it? What?
Rack Shack and Benny.
The French peas weren't in that at all.
There were peas.
There
in
were
there.
peas, but they were not Jean-Claude or Philippe. The ones that appeared in what is it? The one Dave and the Giant Pickle were not Jean-Claude and Philippe. They were Jean-Claude and another P. I forget his name.
We aren't ranking things based on the introduction of characters.
No, I'm more just stating the fact.
Yeah.
They introduced them, and they were the highlight for me.
Were actually based off the French castle scenes of Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
My gosh, yes. Yeah, the Jericho.
It was nice to meet you. Now go away.
Won't you
Hey,
join me in my irritating
guys, I'm gonna give out my overview. Animation a 7, plot a 7, humor a 7, silly song a 6, message a 7, biblical accuracy an 8, music an 8. Promised
Keep
Land,
Walking
dude.
is amazing.
What was the
Promised
silly song
Land.
again?
That was Cebu, yeah.
Song of the
yeah.
Cebu is a good one.
That's the thing that led to the end. That was the thing that pretty much got the silly songs canceled because Larry screwed up.
Yeah.
That was a joke for the next episode.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
What got?
You don't need to discuss it. I'm going to talk about it more once we get to the next one. But yeah, so overall, Josh and the Big who joined?
Somebody.
I think it was Megama.
So I'm going to give. Hey, guys, how does an A sound for Josh and the Big Wall?
A feels deserved largely because I really think the French peas are the comedic center of this episode, and they're funny.
And when they said that the walls would fall, the walls just fell.
Someone used console commands. they set the sandstone to air. They set the sandstone to air and deleted the castle.
This guy got creative.
Also, why couldn't they just go around it and leave? That's the
It's
thing that
because
gets me. Why couldn't they
it's
just
a
go around
Bible
it?
story. Bible.
Bible.
Yeah, dude.
I know, but like, when they say it's the big wall, you wouldn't expect it to be like a cube that they can march around in like less than an hour. You could have just
Weston, we're
left.
working off of Monty Python logic.
I know
Yeah.
that's the bit. I just think it's funny that
Hey,
it's
guys,
just
we
like,
need to move
"Oh,
on.
yes, we'll march."
I need to end this in an hour, and we're barely even a quarter in.
It definitely deserves an A.
This guy went into creative mode.
All right, Madam Blueberry.
This one makes me sad.
I actually
Yeah,
never
that
watched
one
this
that makes me sad as well. To be honest.
Probably
I
S-
don't know
it's
this one
S-tier.
very much at all.
Madam Blueberry is
Probably like a
great.
D tier, to be honest. Like, the
Hey,
only
hey, hey!
memorable-
We need to actually go over this. So, yeah, the humor wasn't that great. Well, it had its moments. I'd say it's about average. So, animation in 8, the first one in the somewhat classic era to get an 8. Plot in 8. Humor a 7. Silly song. This was his cheeseburger. I gave it a 10.
Cheeseburger is top tier. I'm gonna be honest. That's the only thing that saves that from getting like a D tier from me.
Hey,
Okay,
well,
personally, Salesman's Rap, top 10 rappers Eminem was too afraid to
It is
diss.
an amazing song. I love that.
Very, very accurate.
message in 8, music in 8. Madam Blueberry's getting S.
Okay.
Guys,
Hey.
you know what? You know what saved Madam Blueberry from getting lower for me? 2 things. Number 1, Salesman's Rap. Number 2, allow us to introduce ourselves.
Yes! That's part of why I give their humor a lot.
Hey guys, I have a song I would like to share with you.
What?
Hey, don't. No music,
There you
bot.
go. Well, no, I'm sending it into
Oh.
VC chat so that they can look
I
at
see
it whenever
that.
they feel like.
Yeah.
It's a
Okay,
very good
so-
one. You will love that.
Is this a mashup between Stuff Mart and Feel Good Inc?
Yes.
That is, oh,
It's very good.
that is beautiful.
It's so good.
Anyway,
I could just
Hey,
tell from
Nintendo, I
looking
got
at
a
the
question.
name.
Nintendo, I got a question.
It's not subtle.
Go ahead.
I click into it and I hear gorillas.
Yeah, that's the point.
I
Hey,
hear feel good from
That's
gorillas.
the point.
Someone had a question.
Hey,
Oh,
Nintendo,
hello,
I got a
Dr.
question.
Ivo.
Will
Go
you
ahead.
be my
Details
cheeseburger?
ranking.
Yes. What else?
It's beautiful.
Hey, who had the question?
Beautiful is your smile.
I don't know.
I did. I asked you if you will be my cheeseburger.
No.
Okay.
Okay, hands down, all the Larry Boy.
Okay, rumor weed. So how I have the Larry Boys is I have this value pack thing that has loose discs for Fib, Rumor Weed, Dave and Giant Pickle, and the 2D ones, which I'm not gonna cover.
Those ones are really weird, but I like them.
I have a confession.
So,
The two what?
did you not hear what I said?
You said and the two blank ones, which I'm not going to be covering.
2D.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so Rumor Weed, I'm giving this an
That's
S.
like the OG Larry
I
Boy
would say
one.
that's S tier.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna
Rumor
go
Weed is
over.
pretty good.
Before we discuss it, I'm going to give my rundown. I gave animation a 9. It's the best looking one using Softimage. Plot a
It's the
9.
best looking one with limbs.
But we have to recharge the
Uh,
batteries.
Shut. I gave humor an 8. Silly song none. Message an 8. Music a 9.
Agreed.
And
the Rumor Weed song is so fire.
hey guys,
Yeah, it is.
guys.
Especially the credit version.
Yes, I was about to mention that you need to listen to the original end credit version of the Rumor Weed song. It
It's
is
done by
nice.
Which happens to
I forget the name of the band.
Nintendo outro song.
You better watch out for Rumor. Yes, I've heard that before.
I can't think of who did
It is
but it's good.
amazing. Actually, I'm tempted to give this an S plus.
Yeah, it's give it S plus. Give it S plus.
Give it an S plus.
Honestly, yeah,
Yeah.
probably S plus.
Yeah, give it
Alright.
2 for
Wait,
S.
guys,
It's the W's. It's the W's.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I've watched all of these.
Bro, Larry Boy getting these W's.
Can I say
one
that
thing-
the
if people-
instrumental for
There's
for,
one thing that bumps it Larry Boy the Rumor Weed down for me.
Scared.
Larry Boy in these videos never actually saves the day. It's always these other people. So
That's the
Larry Boy
joke.
You never.
The joke.
Bad when you
Larry
actually
Boy.
say
Yeah, that's the joke.
for Larry Boy and the Rumor Weed, they went from 5 random people doing the choir voices to a 70-person all-male orchestra called the Norsemen. You can tell
that's
that the
pretty
soundtrack is really good in this song.
So the one time
They
Larry Boy
sold.
actually
Hey,
kinda
hey,
did
guys,
something
guys,
bad.
guys. They
Yeah,
sold the
that's only one that does something, and
soundtrack.
It's on accident.
They actually put the Larry Boy Fit from Outer Space and Rumor Weed soundtracks into one disc. I used to have it.
Bet.
I've heard it. They had like weird poetry, like spoken word by Alfred at certain points, from what I remember.
Yeah, they also had that, and then they also had all those like really weird like reading books that like you would like look at the story and like I'd read it to you.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we need to move
Oh
on.
yeah, the leapfrog books. I remember those.
King George and the Ducky.
Okay, that is yeah. No, actually.
So I have some issues with this. So
Yeah,
first,
God,
first,
very unhappy.
can you not comment for just a little bit so I explain some stuff? This was the first one animated with Autodesk Maya, and the countertop scenes look gross. It looks fine for the most part, but those countertop scenes, I dropped it down to a 6.
The countertop scenes are yellowed. Everything else looks amazing.
Yeah,
The story this is based on.
hey, shut! I'm gonna mention it. So it's technically the 2-parter. The Irishman that came up the hill with all the bananas.
Up the hill and came down with all the bananas.
I gave that plot a 3, and I gave the actual story an 8. The humor is a 7. Silly Song, which is Endangered Love, is a 7. Message is an 8. Music's a 7. And biblical accuracy, a 3.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know why they couldn't have it accurate.
Yes! That's in my notes.
We're not mentioning
I
why
actually
it can't
don't
be
remember.
accurate.
No, I'm gonna mention it. I'm not gonna go into detail about it, but
Biblical accuracy is a 3 in a good way.
Yeah.
the story that it's based on is David and Bathsheba.
Yeah.
I never
very,
got it, to be honest. I just thought it was just
The
a duck.
the way that they adapted it, it was risky, but it worked. It's a great VeggieTale.
This is actually Duke of the Great Pie War is actually technically a King George and the Ducky sequel.
Yeah, they mentioned that.
It's
They mentioned
weird.
that.
It's in, like the same verse.
Yeah.
Oh,
Actually, it did use the same verse.
Oh yeah.
I noticed that when I was rewatching everything. So,
You know what? Guys, the Englishman who went up the hill and came
I
down
think
all
you've
the
been
bananas. It's that in a nutshell. Oh, these are pretty cool bananas.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to murder you in cold blood.
Door.
anyway, so I'm split between an A or
It's either a high B tier or a low A tier.
I'm gonna give it a high B.
I would have settled it with a coin toss, but that works.
I guess.
Alright, so Esther, the girl who became queen. Nobody talks about this. It is amazing.
It's good, but it's not memorable. That's the issue.
Why is there a piano on my cake?
Why?
Music, though. If you've ever listened to the music in it, it sounds really good.
So, guys,
I really
I'm
like from Esther.
I can't say I remember this one at all.
Guys, I only have 1 hour left. So, I gave Esther Animation's a 7. Humor is... Actually, I'm gonna change that to a 7. It was a 6 before. Doesn't have a silly song. Message a 9. I didn't give biblical accuracy a score for some reason. I'm gonna call that an 8. Music's an 8. And the plot is a 10.
Oh, it's a phenomenal story.
Mr. Lunt, but with a cowboy hat.
It's that's fair. That's fair.
It improves the entire thing overall, to be honest.
I think Mr. Lunt is probably at one of his best roles in this video.
I know.
Because
So-
like he tows his cards without hands. Like that's impressive.
So, Esther, the girl who became queen, I'm gonna give it an S.
Fair.
Give it an S.
Yeah,
not
that's fair.
Tito.
That's
Not
fair.
Tito.
I wish
Not
we
Tito
could have.
Jackson.
I wish we could have gotten the extended version of the puppy song.
True,
Yeah.
and they only played it twice. They should have played it 3 times.
I just realized that no one can actually see the S and S plus rank, so I shrunk my face a little bit in OBS.
Oh, we can see. I can see it.
No, I'm talking about OBS.
He's talking about stream. He's talking about stream.
He's talking about the stream.
Alright.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So now, Lyle the Kindly Viking. My tape for this is actually worn out.
Really?
Thankfully, I have a DVD.
Okay, for some reason, I have 2 different versions of this tape. I have the one with Lyric, and I have the one with Warner Brothers. That was the first one, I think, around when Warner Brothers had picked them up.
Oh, yeah,
you're
that's
a true
right.
fan then.
Oh, this is Warner Brothers. I checked the distro for the DVD. This is Warner.
Okay, yeah, so it's around that time, man. Wow, I'm surprised I even remember that. But then again, I still have all my tapes.
That's whenever the animation style started going up afterward.
Well, no, the animation definitely went up, but I think this was immediately before
Yeah,
or
so
around the
they
bankruptcy.
Have many voice actors.
Yeah, the bankruptcy happened. After.
So I'm going to give my rundown of this. Animation is an 8. Plot, the first part, the omelet, is 6, and Lyle the Kindly Vikings is 7. Humor's a 6. Silly Song, which is High Silk Hat, is a 6. Message is a 7. And music is a 6.
Okay.
I honestly have hardly any recollection of this one specifically, though.
Yeah, when I was watching
I've
it,
seen a lot of
there's-
them and had a lot of them. I'm trying to recall as much as I can, but
All I
I'm only seeming
remember
to
is
remember
Larry
like
and the beard. That's all I
You know
remember.
what saves Lyle the Kindly Viking for me? Look, Golf, there's a fish with the pretty yellow circle at the bottom of the backside of the
Okay, that I loved that.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
Look, Golf, he's got purple spots and orange and yellow markings in the dorsal fin that's here. That's
Holy shit, what's going
And
on?
Lord, he's singing the full thing.
Going the whole log.
this is some impressive.
Okay, you just bumped up the humor to a 7.
Wow.
Just
That is
that
a-
one line.
Yeah.
That was a massive play.
So,
Wait, is someone playing Minecraft?
so I'm
This is VeggieTales, not Minecraft. Oh,
so. Oh, and one thing I should probably mention, guys. This had the first Jonah teaser on the tape.
Oh yeah.
I remember the first Jonah teaser. I remember that being pretty good. Like
It
bubble
gives
effect
me
to the max.
chills. It even gives me chills thinking about it. I literally have goosebumps on my arm.
I think I know the reason kind of why this was distributed both by Lyric and WB is because Lyric was going out of business during that time, got picked up by Hit Entertainment, and Big Idea wanted to leave because there was no verbal contract, and then there was a whole legal battle regarding
Yeah, there was a lawsuit with the Barney the Dinosaur piece.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna give it a D.
You're gonna give
Because
it
it was mostly forgettable.
Give it a C.
Mostly forgettable, and then
I didn't know that one
BK
even
and then
existed.
BK brought up
not-
the thing.
I was gonna say it's not as bad as the original two. Like, no way.
Well,
to be fair-
it's slightly higher than Where's God.
The only reason I remember this one's existence is because in one of the most common versions of the intro song, a clip of it was used. So every time
Five clips of it was used.
Oh, yeah.
That is true.
That makes sense.
That's the only reason I remember it, is because of those clips in the intro.
Nice.
Anyways.
Like a tier between C and D is where Lyle would go.
So now,
Countdown.
the ultimate silly song countdown.
It is
It's going down.
You know what saves this one for me?
The Mushu?
I enjoyed it thoroughly whenever I was younger, to be honest.
Okay, I'm gonna give a rundown. Animation for the countertops, not the actual silly songs, the countertops, is a 6. I gave it a 6 because it looked weird sometimes. I didn't score the plot. The humor's an 8 in the countertops. Silly song, I gave it a score of yes.
That's fair.
That is understandable.
Message, nada. Biblical accuracy, nada. Music, I gave it a score of silly.
Wasn't there a running joke of them trying to rig it so that way they won?
It was literally a rigged
Yeah.
election. The entire episode
So,
is just rigged.
The Mushu song is what saved me for that one. The Mushu song was fire.
Should I give this a B or a C? Because
I feel like it's a B.
I don't know. I never watched that one.
I give it a bean.
I give it a C.
Bean.
I give it a bean.
Hold up, guys. We're doing a little something. Oh, we did something yesterday. All you did was order Chinese. Well, it's hard to say, Moo Goo Guy Pan. Oh, I did it again. I'm beat. I'm done.
Oh yeah, apparently.
Severely.
Yeah, I am impressed. Okay, guys. It is time for us to enter the microwave. Jonah.
Oh, here we go. Jonah.
Oh yes, Jonah.
Okay, before.
Here we go. Also do Pirates didn't do anything.
No. So my school. Hey guys, shut.
To be fair, that one wasn't religious based.
Yeah, technically it wasn't. It was. So
which one did oh,
that is still a good movie.
was Pirates from the first compilation?
The first silly song, yeah. That was the first compilation's actual silly song.
Yeah.
So about Jonah, I gave animation a 9.
Fair.
Or actually, I'm gonna give it a 9. Plot a 9, humor a 9, silly song, it's a freaking movie. Message a 9, biblical accuracy a 9, music a 9. I went all 9s.
Really?
That's fair.
Because I wasn't a fan of this.
I'm slamming it in S+.
S+.
Okay, this is completely controversial. No silly song. Why is it an S+ again?
Yeah.
It's the high S.
It technically does with the belly button song.
Okay, that's understandable.
Hey, wait, no, it doesn't have the belly button song. That was Lil Joe.
Not. Yeah, that
was Lil Joe.
My bad.
Most of the music in this episode is largely what I have a problem with.
Yeah,
the movie?
it's not great.
It's not that it's bad, it's that it does not hit the same highs that you would expect at the VeggieTales.
Yeah, it just doesn't give the same sort of aura that you would expect from a VeggieTales.
Well, it doesn't.
Especially a movie adaptation.
It doesn't give an aura, but it is extremely memorable. I remember most of the score.
One really good song, which is the one at the end, and then there's the one while they're driving in the car that I found funny, but the rest aren't really.
Yeah.
I don't really like the one inside of the whale.
Don't do school, stay in
Bob
drugs.
threatens to commit vegetable stew.
And then there's like what the one where it's like, I'm telling you just how to live. If you don't, God will smite you down. A message from the Lord. Like that one, that's not very. I don't like that one very much.
Hypocritic, hypnotic computer.
Why are you
I
bringing
remember that specifically from the episode? That was in
Don't
the
do
movie.
school, stay in drugs.
Credited.
Hey guys, we need to move on.
True.
So I think one thing that does help Jonah is Microwave Society. That also helps it.
Yes.
And now we need to move on. Star of Christmas.
I actually have this one too.
I don't have it in a separate release. I have a Toy That Saved Christmas and Star of Christmas in one pack.
So, the Star of Christmas?
Oh, really?
I barely remember that. That was not really a memorable episode.
Yeah, that's part of its problem. I gave it pretty much straight 7s. It just...
Star of Christmas is actually one of my favorites. Like, it's the best one. One of the best, at least.
Well, yeah, for you. Animation 7, plot 7, humor 7, message 7, music 7. It just felt pretty, like, it just felt like a standard holiday.
I hardly remember Star of Christmas.
okay.
I'd say, like...
It felt pretty IKEA.
Very IKEA.
Very IKEA.
I'm gonna, well, yeah, I'm gonna give it a D.
Okay, D.
It isn't as memorable
because it's forgettable.
Yeah, it's
For me, the big
forgettable.
thing with these is like rememberableness.
Yeah. And
Memorability.
here's the
Yeah. I'm
here's
illiterate, so, you know, that's probably-
here's the problem with Star of Christmas. I watched this one 2 days ago after seeing it numerous times in my childhood, and I still barely remember what happened. That's a bad sign.
So the Star of Christmas is basically a fever dream. Okay, got it.
It's great, though.
Never
I
existed.
find it really funny.
Anyway, and now,
Randomly generated.
yep.
Like, there's an the entire scene where they're being chased up the tower. I cannot help but laugh at that every time it happens.
Right.
Oh yeah, that was pretty funny. That's what saved the humor from being like a 5.
So, like, it's just so.
Hey guys.
Okay, just put it in Weed Eater, okay?
That's
Put it
the
in
funny
Weed Eater
thing
and
they
move on.
said. That's funny.
Funny thing gets category.
Yes.
It's unexpected.
I understood.
Isn't it funny?
Anyway,
One
hey guys.
with auto
If Weed Eater was not its own, if Weed Eater was not its own tier, Auto Tune would still be pretty low because it's just a compilation of little kid songs.
Yeah, I'm about to discuss that.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so one thing in the French
Actually, I'm
Peace song, they
drinking
just
it
put
down.
random pictures. Like they put Zigil from 321
hey,
Penguins.
that was
and
part of
some
the.
sort of
I find that one funny because of the random images. I
Hold
think
on,
that's
just a
what
second.
gets me. Like, there's just a picture of Phil's daughter standing next to a Laura the Carrot costume, and it's like, why? That's funny. I don't get it. Like, they say the word hole, and it's just a carrot costume.
Isn't this
yes,
the one that had the song? Isn't this one that had the song that was like the log in the lake or
Yeah,
the?
there's a hole in the bottom of the sea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the whole.
Hey, guys!
Quit eating your mic.
Guys, I actually need everyone to shut. We're gonna need to call this off early.
Oh.
So, I'm going to discuss my sister's birthday stuff. Things are I didn't schedule it properly. She said that we were gonna leave at 5:30 originally, but now we're gonna leave in 3 minutes. So I'm gonna run
That's
down
not very
auto.
cash money.
I'm
That's
gonna
not
we could probably
That is
continue
not
this
cash
sometime.
money.
Yeah, I know it is some cash money. Autotainment.
Can you do a part 2 stream, like a second stream?
Yes, I will. Now, shut. I'm gonna run down Autotainment because I actually have some things to say about this. Animation is a 6 because it has a lot of errors in it. It's clearly rushed. Plot is a 5. Humor is weed. Silly song is not very silly. Message is what? Biblical accuracy is Zacchaeus' song, and music is 3.
Biblical accuracy.
No, Nintendo, you're wrong. The message should be.
Stop.
No, there was something that was kind of forced. But anyway, about Autotainment, it is strangely, incredibly nostalgic for me. I know it's a horrible episode, and I can't watch it. But if I try to watch it, it gives me shivers every single time. It is insanely nostalgic for me.
Has to do with the fact that Weed Eater has come back as a meme.
Yeah, the weed eater doesn't give me chills, but other parts of the episode do.
The message should be that 2 plus 2 is weed eater.
Okay, we need to. So.
Like, it's sort of the predecessor to like all of those random kid YouTube videos that people are growing up on now. It has that energy to it, where like if you are a kid and you watch it, you will enjoy it and it will stick with you forever. But if you're above the age of like 12, you won't like it very much.
That's pretty
100%
accurate.
agree. Like,
Well,
I mean, I know it's a common thing to see, but like when you're a little kid, things that you now see as stupid are the best things to you as a kid. So if you were a kid when the stupid stuff came out, you're gonna remember the stupid stuff.
Hey, I remember Fit from Outer Space as a kid, and I still love it.
Right.
Yeah, same.
Anyway, I need to actually end this.
Alrighty then.
Yeah, let's end the stream.
Rip.
Bye bye.
All right, so guys, listen up.
Dip.
So, everyone, hold on. Important people. That would be me. I'd say Game Boy, Weston, Manocean. Oh, Game Boy left and joined back.
And I was back.
So, I'm going to keep in touch about when we could continue this.
Literally just shoot me.
I'd be interested in giving my thoughts on Bad Apple, because even though I don't have it anymore, I watched that one religiously.
Yeah,
I want to see that
There's
Fluzos
no-
movie
there's
just
no-
thrown into F tier, so
there's-
keep me in
There's
contact.
no pun intended. Like, I used to watch it all the time just because purple.
Oh, like
I was a
from
strange kid.
there was a lot of purple. I have some.
I
I
remember
have very
Bad
strong
Apple.
opinions about pirates who don't do anything. So I will.
Anyway,
be back
yeah,
when I see it.
I have some solid
I'm-
opinions on Sumo of the Opera.
I know. That's the whole reason why I invited you into this call.
I stand Larry Boy in the Rumor Week. That one is the best in my opinion.
That is a good one.
Anyway, okay, guys, I need to end this.
Alrighty.
Okay.
All right, I'll keep in touch with all of you.
Alrighty.
And-
Adios.
Arriva dice game.
Are we even dice game? So yeah, I'm sorry about that. So I'm probably going to continue this sometime. Things plans changed quicker than I realized. So yeah, I'm gonna end the stream. See ya.